When you're ready to actually start working with the felt, you're going to go and check in with the teacher. Anytime you're going for felt and you're checking in with the teacher, you need to be bringing your drawing up with you. It might seem really logical and intuitive what color you need at what step, but sometimes it is hard to anticipate if you're a student that's never done a project before. So bring this up every time you go to see the teacher so they can help direct you. Also bring up your current project and its state. So in this case, when you're first starting up, you're only going to come up with a piece of paper. So as I look at the paper, I would determine that your base color here is going to be yellow. So your base color, you're going to trace the entire shape of the template onto the base color. So I would direct the student to go and get a yellow piece of felt, and they're going to be using the template for the Spanish round, since the Spanish round is the one that the student chose. If they had chosen the badge, they'd be using the other badge-shaped template. In this case, you'll take this back to your desk. So what you'll have with you is your base layer of felt, your template, and a Sharpie, as well as some shears. So these will be the materials that you'll need at this step. First thing though, before you start cutting, will be tracing the template. The one thing you want to do is make sure that the template is fully on the piece of felt. So for example, don't start tracing it with like a corner of it hanging off the felt, because it's not gonna work out. It's gonna be all messed up. You're gonna have to restart and it's a waste of felt. So have it right in the center, and then you have a couple options. You can either use some masking tape and tape it down, or you can hold it in place. But the thing is, you wanna make sure it's not shifting as you're tracing it. So you're simply gonna trace around the template all the way around the perimeter, making sure your template's not moving as you're doing that. Here's an example of what it looks like once you've traced it and removed the template. And then you're simply going to take your shears and you're going to then cut it out. So once you've cut it out, you'll end up with some scrap pieces that were cut off. Take your time. If you take your time, you can really get a nice, smooth, clean edge here. These small pieces can probably be thrown away. A bigger piece like this could be used potentially for something else, so this should be added to the scrap bin. Anything the size of your hand or bigger should be added to the scrap bin. Anything smaller than your hand can generally safely be thrown out. So like this would be thrown away. And then at this point, I'm ready to go on to the next step, put my scissors and my marker back, and I'm going to take my current project, which is this, and my drawing back over to the teacher for the next direction, and they'll tell me what piece of felt I need for the next step. Good luck.